Hi, this is Sweet June 2010. How's everybody doing? I'm hoping that everybody has a blessed new year. This is my first video of 2016. I want to talk about, I have mentioned several times on here that if you look back at some of my other videos, I mentioned several times in those videos that if you pay attention, that I was a Jehovah's Witness. This is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about, I just want to give you some understanding as to what made me become a Jehovah's Witness. What I just want to give you some reasons as to what led to my decision to become a witness. So that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about I've been really kind of wanting to do a video talking about it. A lot of people have a lot of misunderstanding about Jehovah's Witnesses. A lot of people, if you don't sit down and actually talk to a Jehovah's Witness, or you don't read, do your research and actually check the website, which is aw.org, and really find out what our beliefs are and what we believe in, that people jump to all kinds of conclusions. It's like a lot of people have a lot of misperceptions about Jehovah's Witnesses. And I just want to talk about why I came into the organization, my personal reasons for coming into the organization, all my life, like when I was younger, I was going to other churches. I had been to other churches. And so I know what it's like in some of the other churches, and I know how some of the other churches are ran and everything like that. I went to Baptist churches, I went to Apostolic Church, before, and a non-denominational church before. So when I was in those churches, I wasn't a Christian. I was just in the world. I was just like a worldly person. I wasn't really a Christian. Just like a lot of people just going to church, I did get baptized in an apostolic church when I was younger, but I didn't really, when I got baptized, I didn't have any Bible knowledge at the time. So I thought that, I'm accepting God into my life. I thought baptism was just about accepting God into your life, accepting and acknowledging the fact there is a God and giving your life back to Him. But I didn't realize at the time that it was more to it than just acknowledging Him and just giving. I didn't realize that it was a lot more to that. You have to actually live for Him. You have to actually live, or try your best to live in accordance to His Word. And at that time I was young and I didn't fully understand that because I had no Bible knowledge. So when I got baptized, I just kind of after that, I just kind of went to living life like, I always lived it, really, my life really wasn't any different after I got baptized, versus before I was baptized, because I had no Bible knowledge and I didn't really have a full understanding as to why I was even getting baptized, except, just thinking that, okay, I'm acknowledging that, there is a God, and I'm acknowledging, that, I want to serve Him, that I've given my life to Him, but I didn't realize that I really had to try to make a serious effort to live according to His Word. Well, if you don't know His Word, then how can you live by it if you don't know it? So I knew the basis. I knew it said, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not fornicate. I knew those things, but I didn't know a lot of the other things, that you should know. So when I got baptized, I just kind of went back to living my life as if I never got baptized. Because, a lot of the preachers in Christendom would tell you, well, you get baptized, you're acknowledging God and all this stuff, you're accepting Him into your life when you get baptized. But it's more to it than just accepting God into your life. You actually have to try your best to live according to His Word. And the Bible says that we have to be footstep followers to Jesus Christ. So that's what you have to do. You have to try to be a footstep follower to Jesus, and you have to try, because we're all imperfect, so the best thing, we can do is try your best that you can to live according to His Word. So, I didn't have a full understanding of that at that time. So, after that, I just kind of stopped going to church because I was living with my ex. Well, I wasn't living with him, but I was in a relationship, outside of marriage. And, so I was the type of person, I was always the type of person where I didn't want to be a hypocrite, so I just stopped going to church. So it was quite a while where I didn't go to church. So, but it was until, but I had always, over the years, had always wanted to be, had planned on truly dedicating my life to God and living my life for God, for Jehovah God. I had wanted to do that, but it's just like a lot of people that's in the world, you don't have a lot of Bible knowledge, and if you're in the world and you're doing worldly things, you don't have the spiritual strength to make changes in your life, to try to live up according to His standards. And that was the situation with me. But it goes back to what I was saying about Bible knowledge. If you don't have Bible knowledge, then you don't have any Bible knowledge, then it's hard for you to live, according to His standards, because you don't know. When you read the Bible and you study the Bible, it helps you to build a closer relationship with God. The Bible is what helps you to build a closer relationship with God, and it draws you closer to Him. And so I wasn't doing that at the time. So, but anyway, to make a long story short, I was doing some home care work, and they sent me over a lady's house that she had a disabled son, and they sent me over to her house to help me take care of him. And so I went to her house, and this lady was a Jehovah's Witness. And, she didn't tell me that right away, but we just kind of just hit it off. And how sometimes you connect, you have an instant connection with some people. Like with her, I just kind of just instantly connected with her. Because initially she didn't tell me she was a Jehovah's Witness. We kind of just clicked, like when I first met her, we just kind of just hit it off. And, like, how sometimes you meet somebody and you feel like you've been knowing this person all your life, but you really haven't known them that long, but you feel like you've been knowing this person all your life because you have that instant connection to this person. And that's how I felt. I felt like I had an instant connection to her. And I felt like she was somebody that I had been knowing all my life because we just instantly hit it off. So, we started talking and everything. I helped her with her son and everything. And we started talking and everything like that. And as the more I talked to her, the more I realized that she said she was a witness and everything like that. And she would talk to me and she started witnessing to me. But it was a gradual thing. She wasn't beating me over the head or anything, but it was a gradual thing. And she would say, well, honey, you need to take a study, because I was asking her questions about different things that I was confused about. And she was like, well, that's why you need to take a study, that you need to study with us. And so I wasn't really sure at first, but at the time when I was talking to her, I was watching a lot of television evangelists. I was watching Creflo Dollar, and they would come on Reverend Cherry, and they was coming on BET in the mornings, and I would always get up and watch that, in the morning. And I was watching a lot of TV evangelists at the time, so, I was kind of really wanting to learn more about the Bible and everything, but just didn't know how to go about it. And so, so the more we talked and everything, and then she finally convinced me to have a study. So I said, okay, well, my thought was, well, I listened to what the rest of them had to say, so I might as well listen to what they had to say, what can it hurt? I had, up to that point, prior to that, I really didn't have much knowledge about Jehovah's Witnesses. To be honest, I didn't have much knowledge about them. I think in a sense that was a good thing, because a lot of people have a lot of misperceptions about Jehovah's Witnesses. And it's because of misinformation that they get from other people. They get a lot of misinformation out there about Jehovah's Witnesses, and they never really actually sat down and talked to a witness, or they never really thoroughly checked out the literature, or went on the website, or they really never sat down and really researched the organization to see what it was really about. They just basing their assumptions on what other people say. Like sometimes the ministers in other churches will tell them, don't go, to the hall, or don't go with those witnesses there, this, that, and the other. So some people have, the ministers telling them in their churches to not deal with Jehovah's Witnesses. So, I didn't have that. I didn't have anybody really to. It was kind of a good thing in the sense that I didn't know much about them, because I didn't really have because I didn't know much about them. I didn't have that bias. So I was able to be at that point. I was able to be open to accepting and taking a Bible study. So, I started studying with her, and, we started in a book, and we started, what I was impressed about is that when I started my study, she let me use my own Bible, because I had this study Bible, and she let me use my own Bible. At first I was a little mad, because I was like, okay, why do you guys have your own Bible? What's going on with that? So I was a little leery about that at first, but she let me use my own Bible. She said, you can use your own Bible, and then she would show me, make comparisons, and show me, in my Bible what, she would show me the scriptures in my Bible, what, the scriptures that I needed to see. And what I was impressed about is that they started from, because I had no Bible, virtually no Bible knowledge when I first started studying. So, that she started with the basics. And so that was one of the first things that I was impressed about, that she started with the basics. And like I had been to other Bible studies in other churches, and they would just go to the scriptures of what they're talking about in that specific Bible study. They're not taking it to the basics. And what I was impressed about is that I had a personal Bible study, and it was a one-on-one situation, and I was basically starting from the basics, like in the beginning, in Genesis, and all that. And the first thing I learned was God's name, which is Jehovah. And she highly encouraged me. She said, do your research. She said, never take our word for it. Never ever take our word for it. And she highly encouraged me to do my research and to research on my own. So the first thing I did was, I came home and I had a dictionary, and I looked in the dictionary, and I looked up God, and when I looked up God, I seen Jehovah. I was like, wow, it is his name. So that kind of blew my mind right there when I looked in the dictionary and I seen God. I looked up God, and after I looked up God, I seen Jehovah. And I was like, wow, it is his name. And so what Jehovah Witnesses teach and is that we don't believe in the Trinity. Unlike a lot of the other religions, they believe in the Trinity. We don't believe in the Trinity doctrine. There's Jehovah God, the Father, the Creator of the universe. There's his Son, Jesus Christ, and then the Holy Spirit. And so that, that's what they taught. But then I was really impressed because she highly encouraged me to research. She said, never take our word for anything. I don't want you to take my word for it. And whatever it was that like they had a brochure that, I started studying, and it was called the Required Brochure. And whatever was written in that brochure, there were scriptures there to support whatever was written in that brochure. There were scriptures there to support it, and we would look up the scriptures, and they had the scriptures to back up what was being said. And so every time we talked about something, we turn to that scripture, and then we would turn to that scripture, and I would read. And so they not only tell you, they show you. And so that's what I was impressed about, because when I would sometimes go to some of the other churches, the ministers would, they would, like talk about certain things, they would talk, and then they might show you 2, maybe 3 scriptures, and then the rest of the time they're talking. And so, they're preaching. So, I was really impressed by the fact that everything that was discussed in the brochure was backed up by scripture. And so that was one of the first things I was really impressed about. And so after a few studies, she encouraged me to go to the meetings, to start coming to the meetings. And so I said, okay, so I went to a meeting, and the first meeting that I went to, what I was really, really impressed about was that the whole time I was there, we was flipping through the Bible the whole time. It's like everything that they said, they had some scripture to back it up. And I'm the type of person, I'm from the show me state. That's just a figure of speech. I'm from the show me state. And I'm the type of person that's like, you can't just tell me something. You need to show me, that I need to see proof, And so that was one of the first things I was impressed about when I went to my first meeting. I was very, very impressed about the fact that everything that they talked about, they had scripture to back it up. Turn to the scripture. And of course, me not having a lot of Bible knowledge, I couldn't find half of the scriptures, but I was really impressed by the fact that, they was able to back up what was being said by providing the scripture. And so I was very impressed by that. And so the more meetings I started going to, the more impressed that I got. And because I was a little afraid of what people might say, a little afraid of what my family might say, I was just kind of looking for a reason to not get further into the organization. And I was trying to look for reasons to not, I was actually trying to find something and find a reason to not, but the more I went and the more I studied, I couldn't find any reasons. I said, the facts speak for themselves. And so the more I studied, the more I went to meetings, the more I was impressed by what I was learning. And, I actually studied for 5 years before I actually got baptized and became an actual witness, because I just wanted to make sure that this was something that I was, I didn't want to really do it until I knew for sure that this was something that I really wanted to do. Because, when you make a dedication to God, it's kind of like you're getting married. It's like it's a very, very serious commitment. And in a sense, it is like you're getting married, you know. It's a very, very serious covenant. It's a very serious, serious commitment. And so I just wanted to make sure, because I know the first time I got baptized, like I said earlier, I didn't have any Bible knowledge and I wasn't that dedicated. Well, this time I did it, I wanted to make sure that I was going to be dedicated. I wanted to make sure that I was going to live up to my dedication and to try to do whatever I could to live according to Jehovah God's standards. And so I wanted to make sure that I was fully ready. I didn't want to make that decision and make that step until I knew for sure that I was fully ready to fully, live according to, God's word and to really, really carry out and really live own up to my dedication. So that's why I studied for 5 years. Like I said, I wanted to make sure. And so those were the reasons why led me to want to become a witness. I can't speak for other witnesses, but that was my, those were my decisions that led up to me. I was really impressed by, the encouragement. They encouraged me. Like so many people I met, and well, they brainwash you and all that. No, they don't, because it was like one of the first things that the lady that I studied with, that was one of the first things she said. Don't take our word for it. When about the holidays and stuff like that, she said, research it. And I did. I went and I Googled and I got books and I researched and I read up about the holidays, and sure enough, it said that they were pagan. Okay? So they highly encourage you. That was one of the first things she highly encouraged me to do my research. She said, don't never take our word for it. But a lot of people think, oh, they're brainwash you and all this kind of stuff. No, they don't. They encourage you. And every time I go to a meeting, every time I go to a convention, they're saying that throughout the whole service. They're always saying, read your Bible, read your Bible. And when I was going to some of the other churches, Bible reading was not highly encouraged. It was not highly encouraged. Encouraging you to do your research, none of that was encouraged. And I've been to worldly churches. I went to some of the other worldly churches, and Bible reading wasn't highly encouraged. Doing research wasn't highly encouraged. And the witnesses were the only people that highly encouraged that. And like I said, one of the main things I was impressed about is that everything that was said, they was able to back up with scripture. And so those were my decisions, my determining factors for wanting to, because I did want to serve God. I was ready to be a Christian. I was ready to serve God. But I wanted to serve him in truth, and I wanted to serve him in the right way. And I was kind of confused about a lot of things too. And I needed clarity on. And I was able to get clarity through my study of the Bible, through my research, and through my study of the Bible. And so that's what I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to tell you guys what my decision was and why I decided to become a witness. I don't think that you should be a part of any religious organization until you fully research it and fully understand what that organization is about before you get into it. And so this is not something I just jumped into. I studied for 5 whole years before I even became baptized. So I thoroughly knew, I had a full knowledge of what I was doing by the time that I got baptized. Okay, that's what I want to know, and that's what I wanted to talk about. And you can make comments in the comment section, but please refrain from the bashing. I don't want to hear it. Okay, this is Sweet June 2010.